Up until my junior year in high school, I had zero thought or any aspiration to play any sport ever in my life, to be honest. But after summers of stuffing my face with every snack, cookie, ice cream, cake that you can think of, my pops seen that I have no choice but to touch a field. And with me being 6'5", nearly 260 pounds, bro, I didn't think I'd be able to accomplish the things that I have these last couple of years in high school. And looking back, I'm grateful my pops put me in. And for my junior and senior season, it was pretty much the same song for 2 years straight, dominating all of the competition back home in Boise, Idaho. In the words of my pops and coaches, I was a flat out natural. But I didn't start taking my grades serious until about my senior year, so as for my transcript, it was cooked, and I had a bunch of interest from a lot of the biggest programs across the country, but none of them could offer me. So that's what landed me here at North Texas, one of the very few Division I programs that would actually accept me. And I don't know if you've noticed, but coming from high school to college, my drip on the field is going crazy. The guys back home said I had to tighten up. But on the very next drive, how about me coming in hot, picking up my first collegiate sack? But even though I'm coming here to North Texas, taking over the starting spot as the left defensive end, I still had my struggles day one coming into camp. But after hitting the weight room, getting my nutrition right, kind of slimming down a bit from my high school size, I've been going absolutely crazy. And straight up, I've just been firing off the edge, handling my business, getting busy, learning the game as much as possible, soaking up as much game from a lot of the upperclassmen. But we got Appalachian State this week, and we have a 9-point lead to kick this game off, trying to get active and get busy early. And they're coming out here empty gun time and time again with this super widespread offense, and it hasn't been working out well for them. And I'm trying to fire off the edge. We only rushing 3 because they got a bunch of guys split wide, but I'm coming in hot, trying to bully their left tackle, trying to get back in that backfield and put that quarterback on his back again. And right now they have no choice but to put the ball in the air. Third quarter, haven't scored any points in our defense. We've been pretty much locked down. Trying to do everything I can to get into this backfield. They go to run here. I completely misread the cue, but I do get back over here and secure the tackle. They got the line stacked. Trips on the other side of the field. Hopefully my guys on the back end can get active. I'm trying to spin my way free. They're completing the catch, picking up a first down. Third and goal here. We can determine whether they get 3 points or a touchdown or maybe even none. He has forever to throw this ball, but the guys are coming through in the clutch. It's 3rd and 10, and I'm hoping my guys on the back end can hold it down. Give me enough time to get to their quarterback as he's delivering a dime. He's making the catch, breaking the tackle, picking up the first down. For the most part today, their quarterback has had all day to throw the ball. I haven't been delivering as much pressure as I need, and at this point in the game, in the 4th quarter, I'm gassed. If they score, it's not going to be a good look for us. We'll be down a touchdown, if not a field goal, and we cannot allow that to happen in a situation like this. But how about one of my guys coming away with an interception in the clutch, about to take it to the crib? And if you ask me, that's how you make a college debut. 5 total tackles, 3 for loss, 2 major sacks that came early in this game. Let's go. Battle of the white and green unis, I guess. We got Ohio on the road, a pretty solid team, but I think we can be a lot better. And honestly, to secure a win in my first collegiate game and to record 2 sacks actually feels pretty amazing, but missing this tackle here, not even getting involved, felt pretty terrible. And I feel like the way I play at my position left end is a little bit mixture of ferocious and tenacious, but overall a lot of skill and finesse, but trying to find a good balance. Tie game here as we head into the 2nd quarter. Offensive line is loaded from top to bottom, 2 tight ends, handing this one off once again, and I come through and get the late tackle. I'm smelling a run. They load up the offensive line. It's not a run, but putting so much pressure on the quarterback, he couldn't even barely get that ball off. And I'm starting to learn how important film study is week in and week out, studying each team's tight ends, their guards, their tackles, learning how to get the best advantage over them that I possibly can. And just playing my role, doing my job to the best of my ability, trying to get back into this quarterback here. This guy had a hold on me. I don't know how they didn't call that, and they got a tight end wide open, making a huge splash. I'm a team player focused on our overall team success, but I want to sack every single game some way, somehow. Now trying to step in and help my teammate get a tackle. And hats off to our offense. We went and got that stop. I got a great tackle in the backfield for a loss, and now we're up 2 scores here going into the 4th quarter. And I would love to see this QB get under center. He has way too much time because he's in the gun. I almost got back there for a sack that time around. Quarterback's definitely going to be hanging in the pocket or just in the backfield a lot more. I socked it to him on this play. He knew better to pitch that. They go with the option for the first time all game this late in the 4th quarter. Yeah, they trying to pull all the tricks out the bag to put something on the board, but I'm telling you, that's going to cost them in some way, shape, or form. Lined up directly over the center, trying to get the best of that boy, use my strength. I'm getting double teamed. The quarterback's going to go with the read option, keep it. They do muscle forward and pick up the first. Offensive line is stacked, multiple tight ends, a few of them offset, breaking free from this tackle. Before I can get there, the guys have overloaded the backfield. 3 receivers split wide on the other side of the field. Hopefully the guys on the back end can hold it down. Shedding this block, getting back here, almost securing the sack, but he picks up a crazy one-handed catch. I miss a sack opportunity, and the second I look back, I see a receiver grabbing, snagging the ball with one hand. That's crazy. They're making a strong push to get a touchdown here on the board. With a lot of time still left on this clock, we can't sleep, and as their quarterback goes to that famous read option they've been dominating with all day, they pick up a second touchdown. Well, dominating isn't the right word to use in that situation because they have been struggling for the most part, but they've been getting their most action from that, but now getting active in the pass game. A sack right now would come through in the clutch, and who better to get it than the savvy freshman? They've got so much protection in for this quarterback. He's sliding his way out. He gets tripped up. Can I finally get back here and put hands on this quarterback? He has time. I put hands on him at the very end, but he throws a absolute dime over the top. And now we find ourselves here in overtime. Tie ball game after having a lead pretty much the entirety of this game. As I come through with a clutch tackle that I missed, he broke through that. That's crazy. Boy, I gotta give it to their QB. That boy got some moxie. He's dropping his nuts, doing everything he can. Didn't think it was possible, but we hold this offense that we've struggled with the entirety of the fourth quarter, and now here in overtime to only a field goal. But we pick up the points that matter. They get 3, we get 7. We walk out of here with a W. We got these boys pinned back in their own territory. You know what type of time I'm on. I'm trying to get a big stop down here, and that quarterback's running through one of my guys' face. Every offense we played so far has had a pretty spread out wide offensive look as they're trying to take off with the run here early. Offensive line is stacked, loaded up to a T. Now trying to get back here as the quarterback's passing this ball. I get hands on him just in the nick of time. I was almost back there to get that sack. And this week I really have to make sure I get into the backfield. No big hits, no sacks last week. I'm trying to go crazy. I got to put my name on the map. I make North Texas, for God's sake. And don't get me wrong, I'm grateful, beyond grateful to be here, but I'm trying to make a name for myself, possibly be somewhere in the NFL or even the big league, any kind of league for that matter, someday. And I know I'm only a freshman. That's a pretty far-fetched dream, especially for me to be in the position that I am, but it's more than possible. They're marching their way down here in the first quarter, trying to put some points on the board, and we're not going for it as we're tackling this running back for a -3 yards. A change of size on the field as we head into the second quarter, trying to get around this edge as they pick up the first touchdown of this game. Third quarter action, and we're only 2 points on the board. The first half was a pretty defensive heavy battle. Now we're coming into the second looking to make the change. Trying to come off the edge here and get to this quarterback. I've been struggling as he's keeping the ball on the play action, putting a lot of pressure on him. He still delivers a dime. I have to say, going from high school to college, the offensive line is way tougher to beat and win at the line against. Like sometimes I find it almost impossible to get to the quarterback or even get back there and be effective in a run. Like here, getting absolutely double teamed. I'm down to my knees. Bro, I don't think I've ever seen a formation like this. Why is the offensive line so crowded? Multiple tight ends, like offensive linemen everywhere. Even with this being a low scoring game and Ball State is marching down the field trying to punch another one in to put this game out of reach, I get free getting a huge sack on this quarterback, forcing the fourth down. They have to go for a field goal. And how about offense finally going down, getting busy, putting a spin move at the line, the running back's back in protection. I'm trying to get back there once again. Empty gun look, no running back protection. I'm trying to eat that up, getting out the line here, throwing that boy off of me, bro. That could have been a huge sack. Fighting at the line with these tackles and guards, play in and play out. Got a little bit of step. We pick up another sack. Let's go, big time. Offense did their job by killing as much clock as possible to end this game. We're gonna walk out of here with a W, and your boy is walking out of here player of the game, pulling off an otherworldly performance after having a pretty uneventful first half. The second, I went absolutely dog crazy, picking up 3 sacks. To make all things bad, we're on the road in Athens, Georgia against the #7 ranked team in the country as they're making a huge push in the first drive of this game. And with this beefed up offensive line, it's going to be nearly impossible to get back here to Carson Beck. But their running backs, they also have a 1-2 tandem in the backfield. Now lined up in coverage, actually got a receiver lined up in front of me trying to put hands on him. He's way too fast to cover. They pick up a touchdown early. And to be completely honest, not expecting our offense really to get anything on the board today. This is probably, I said this before a couple of weeks ago against Michigan, this is the hardest team we're going to face all year. And I really do hate to count us out before the game really gets started, but bro, star power is star power. They got Lad McConkey and a bunch of others to just go crazy on that side of the ball. But if I can get back here in this backfield and put my hands on one of the top rated players in the country, being Carson Beck, that'll be a great accomplishment in its own. Sliding in here, packed in tight at the line, trying to get back here, but this offensive line is absolutely insane, but we get Carson Beck for a -3 yard rush. And we're always seeming to rush only 3, even though they do have about 5 receivers split wide. Manhandling one of these guys on the offensive line, they pick up 4. Trying to come wide off the edge here, my linebacker, he's sitting on top. I'm pretty sure he's going to drop back into coverage. I don't really know everybody's assignment, but they do throw a pick. Carson Beck has been manhandled on this possession. And to my surprise, probably along with everybody else, our offense actually goes down and scores a touchdown as I come in here, swoop in, and get the big time sack on Carson Beck for -8. My night is complete, but now that we can get out here and compete and actually apply some pressure, we coming in hot, doing everything we possibly can. They got extra protection there for their QB1, trying to shake this guy, toss his arm completely off of me. They're almost picking up a first down with 13 yards, but we get these boys off the field. Trying to get these Bulldogs off the field, 3rd and 11, coming off wide, getting in here for another sack. It worked so well the last time, let's do it again. 3rd and 8, pin back deep into their own territory, got one of their guys going in motion. We're going to try to get back here and put hands on Carson once again. We get him just late, and they complete a huge catch. He just heaved that one up straight in the coverage. I know my guys is all over that. I wish we would have got the stop, but now getting through the line here, bro, I'm applying straight pressure. He got to throw this one away. I'm making my presence felt, play in and play out, absolutely dominating them up front, almost getting the sack here. He shook it and got the ball off. I'm not gonna lie, that was a masterful play as this running back is trying to take off up the field. That was actually a receiver who's built for destruction. I don't know what they feeding these boys in Athens, but as the running back takes the carry here, picking up the first down with a huge hole. And with our offense struggling pretty much the entirety of the second half, and they're now trying to make their way to punch one in, we might be out of this game. But if I can fight my way into this backfield, get a strip sack or a hit stick or anything of that nature, that'll be golden. I do get the tackle, but not what we need. We do take a loss against Georgia on the road, not what everybody expected it to be. We played much better than I thought we would, only taking a 4-point loss. And I usually don't handle losses this well, but when you play this good against one of the top ranked teams in the country, that shows a lot of promise. We took our first loss of the season last week, looking to bounce back against Tulane here, getting in the backfield for a huge -3-yard tackle. I got a call from my pops a few days ago, checking on me after the big loss, asking me if I was good, and I couldn't lie to him. I was feeling perfectly fine. See, I'm not sure if it's a good or a bad thing that I come off as not serious, or I don't take things as hard or to the head as a lot of players and people. Don't get me wrong, I'm competitive. I love to win. I love to compete and go in and give my all effort, but at the same time, I know how to balance it. So just staying focused on the task at hand, keeping my head down, working, trying to be the best teammate I can, trying to be just an overall leader, trying to continue to wreak havoc on their backfield as I swoop right in untouched. My guy gets the tackle before I can though. I got a pair of TFLs so far to go in the first half, looking to get my first sack, trying to rip my way through, almost getting back there. They got the best protection possible for their QB1. Offensive line is loaded once again, only rushing 3, but you know I'm gonna do everything I can to get back there no matter how much protection they provide. Sliding over here to this gap, got a guy coming in motion. They got the double team going for me, trying to rip my way through, running the ball to my side of the field, bro. I can't get free. Now they know what time it is. I always get a little bit upset when I see a running back in the backfield because he's there for protection, but not this time around, coming away with another huge sack on the game. My first of this game, but maybe my 8th of the season. We're going absolutely crazy to start the year. And I'm on that hunt. There's blood in the water trying to get back there and make something happen. They go with the run game again. That's not been successful. You're going to have to toss that tater. And I'm trying to take his head off once again. I've been going crazy on this tackle. He's been doing a decent job, but keeping me out that backfield completely has been a failed objective for him today. The game is far from over, but today overall so far defensively, we've been solid at all levels. And you know when that fourth quarter comes, that's when all the dogs come out, loading up that offensive line, running back protection. He actually flares out. QB's trying to take off. I could get to him. Yes, I do. He running around wild. This offensive lineman, I don't know how he didn't get called for holding. He been struggling with me all day, but it doesn't matter. I got the job done. Offensive line and an extra tight end packed in extremely tight, trying to take off and pick up this first. We get these boys off the field here on 3rd down. But I'm not surprised. Staying on the field on 4th and 9 with this kind of field positioning isn't smart, but I'm ripping my way through, almost getting my hands on them. We get the turnover on downs, a big time stop from my D. And at this point, they're in panic mode, down 2 scores with 21 seconds left on the clock. Plenty of time, plenty of protection, but that's not a big play that they need. And I don't know how I'm going to get into this backfield. They also have the running back protecting. Even if I beat the front line, he's going to be right there waiting on me as they take a deep shot, completing that catch. Getting a shutout on the road in their home would be awesome, and it's going to be possible if we can keep these boys out of the end zone, but throwing it down to the back of the end zone, they pick up the touchdown. But nonetheless, securing the home win, got these boys hitting the tunnel with their heads down. Big time win for me and the guys. How I see it, a pretty dominating day from my point of view. 6 total tackles, 4 for loss, 2 sacks that came, one early and one later on in the day. We did our thing. Back Back at home after the big victory on the road, looking to take these boys out today. Mid Tennessee State is in the house. Trying to come off the edge as they do have running back protection and he actually flares out. Quarterback has nowhere to go. My dog ended up getting the sack. Got a little offset formation here in the backfield with a guy coming in motion. They loaded that thing up. Quarterback's going to keep it overall. He takes off for a huge play, almost taking this one back to the crib. That worked out so well. We're probably going to see that a little bit later on today, but I got two guys in my face and I almost got back there anyway. This quarterback has the speed of light. I don't know what he on. And I'm waiting for the moment to play that they go to empty gun look. I'm telling you, I'm going to take this quarterback up and through theirs. He's always got some type of protection in the backfield. Looks like it's going to be a screen of some sort. I could be completely wrong, which I am. It's a handoff to the running back as I track him down getting a shoestring tackle. 3rd and 5, and there goes that empty gun look I've been begging to see. Almost getting free. They do pick up the first down though. Trying to take off and get in that backfield as they have two backs. One flares out, the other is in protection. They pick up a huge first down back to back. It's time for me to get active. They have way too much time in that backfield. Even though they are getting rid of things pretty quickly, I get back there, put hands on them, just letting them know I'm here. They might have one of the more underrated quarterbacks in the country. Bro has an insanely fast release and he can take off with the ball, but their running back getting swallowed up on this play. And I gotta be one of the most versatile defensive linemen in the country as I'm in coverage here, looking for the ball to come my way. Not only do I snag this pick, but now I have nothing but daylight in front of me to take off and get into the end zone. And they won't catch me as this quarterback hot on my trail, but I'm taking this one all the way back to the crib for a pick 6. Please find me, and when you do, I'll give you $1 million. I'm rich off that NIL, especially after making this big play. Find me another defensive end doing things like this, bro. Come on. Boy, I had to sit out for a minute. I'm completely, or at least I was completely gassed after making that play. Now trying to get in here and make another big play with the sack as he gets this ball off anyway. I'm looking like James Harrison in the Super Bowl, bro, taking that one back almost, 100 yards for the pick 6. That was absolutely crazy, dog. We had the home team, whole crowd rocking. And you better believe my defense is turned up to the max. We trying to get back here and go crazy overall. Everybody's trying to eat. Getting rid of this ball. I was hot on his trail. He knew what time it was. And that's been my goal, my mindset as a DN. If I'm not going to get my hands on you and get the sack, I'm definitely going to apply enough pressure to impact your throw or just to play in general. At this point, this game has become a full-on blowout, doing these boys the worst way. Now getting free as we completely crash the party on this quarterback. And the only thing I need that would complete my day is a sack. And with time winding down, I might have a chance to do that as I get free here, getting picked up a little bit late. Couldn't get these boys off the field, so my chance at a sack is still alive. Trying to attack the outside and work my way back in as they push me completely off my feet. Going with the screen pass, I come through with the tackle though. Big time win, stepped up, performed, and did our job to a T. We walk out of here with a dub, and how about that pick 6 all the way back? That was just absolutely nasty and just, I don't think nobody could have predicted that. Such a huge win, watching the home crowd celebrate, toss our mascot in the sky. We leave these boys devastated, but I got to give it to their quarterback. He was absolutely dominating in the first 2 quarters. And how about that? A stat line that I thought I would never see. 5 tackles is pretty smooth. 2 for loss, okay, that's normal, but a pick and then a pick 6 at that. Back in the rain, seems like we've been playing in the rain at least twice or 3 times throughout the season so far, but trying to get back here to Louisiana Tech's quarterback, he gets hits, almost picked off on this play. Week in and week out trying to dominate. Now with a loaded backfield, faking a handoff, almost getting back there on time, hitting this quarterback. He had no choice but to throw in a regular ball. And I've had a few multi-sack games, but I want that breakout game, the one that's going to really put me on the map in front of the entire nation, one that's going to make everybody go that he's one of those ones. And I don't care if that game comes against Louisiana Tech, Georgia Tech, I don't care what Tech, I gotta have a big time breakout game, and I feel like I can have it today if I can get to the backfield a little bit quicker. But I feel like something that plays a heavy part in that is the simple fact that we do not rush more than 3 on an average play. We're always sending the least amount of players, and that's kind of taking a toll on our defense in a way. Like all of this heavy zone every single play. I mean, we get a win on the back end, but at the same time, we don't deliver any pressure up front to really get back there and get the sacks on the quarterback and even stop the run sometimes. And I think that's where my lack of football and understanding for schemes and coverages and things like that up until this point kicks in. I didn't understand what kind of scheme or defense I was coming into, and now I see it full-fledged. By no means do I regret my choice coming here to North Texas, but at the same time, I probably would have went to a school or a program that would have put me in a better position to really be up front with some real dogs and deliver some real pressure. But I really can't complain. We're at the halfway point of the season, currently 5-1, the second best record in the entire conference. I really can't be mad at that at all. I'm out here fighting, giving it all I got. I'm damn near gassed just here before we go into the second half. I'm trying to get back here and do everything I can. They even got 2 guys up here trying to stop me. Going with the hurry up here, just under a minute left, taking the snap in the shotgun, getting the sack that I've been waiting for all all game, -7 yards, going with the hurry up again. I see. I'm taking back off, going back in there again, spinning off, almost getting a hit on the quarterback. I do put him on the ground before they can make the call. I'm telling you, I'm hungry, and I think I done found a way to get back there and get them sacks more consistently. Now with the running back in, he's setting a chop block, but we do get the back down in coverage. It's 4th and 17. And attacking this guard has really been the way for me. This tackle, he's splitting out a little bit wide when he's making his adjustments. I'm coming right in, blowing this running back up. And I'm slowly but surely exposing a weakness in this offensive line, trying to attack the inside once again. This tackle, though, he is not the weak link. That guard, I'm trying to get to him, but Brody is looking out for his teammate. I can't be mad at that. 3rd and 12, getting these boys off the field here can be definitely motivational and just critical for our success here on this drive. And we do end this with a success with me picking up my 2nd sack of the game. I said I wanted that breakout game, right? And I'm on the hunt for it. 2 already. Let's go in here and get another. Trying to break out wide here, beating the defense here, getting in. I'm making a tackle for another big time sack. And I said beating the defense. I'm hype. I'm saying anything. I mean, I guess you can say I am beating our defense, considering the fact that we only, like I said, rush 3 every single play. They have so much help up front and back here, getting yet another sack, coming off that edge hot, like my hair's on fire, going absolutely berserk. And we break the school record for the most sacks in a single game with 4. I now hold that record. My name is in the books. Now it's time to put this game to bed. Here in the 4th quarter, Louisiana Tech is trying to go with this passing attack once again, and we just get back there, no problem. You see my guy got picked up late back there, almost getting that sack. I'm feeling like one of the best defensive ends and the best defensive linemen in the country, period. Coming off that edge once again, face to face with this tackle. He's been doing a good job so far. I'm gonna get the best of him once again. Trust me, it's gonna happen. Lined up directly over the center, seeing if I can manhandle that boy and get to his quarterback. He's gonna hike this ball and we're gonna try to shed. They have so much protection, but still no time for their QB1. Scooting in a bit, trying to get in that backfield, even though they got it loaded with 2 backs. Multiple guys over here trying to block me, bro. I'm getting back there, bro. That quarterback got to be fed up with me being in their backfield. And I don't think I've felt or played this good all in my career. Even in high school, I was pretty decent, but now I'm going absolutely crazy, getting TFLs, doing it all. They don't even have their best offensive lineman in the game right now. The guy I've been bullying all game is in here. I actually have to break off 2 guys. That ball is picked off. I don't know how my dog did it, but he did. Let's go. Turnover, man. And my play on the field just continues to get better and better. Last week had the insane pick 6, but this week my season high in tackles, and they were all tackles for loss with 7 and 4 sacks on the game. I know a lot of people says the rain brings them bad luck, but I've never been more excited to play in the rain in my life. If they go to read option off the rip, it might not be my lucky day because they take off and I completely misread the read option. After the performance I had against Louisiana Tech, give me a rain game any day of the week. I'll take it. No complaints from my part. And Southern Miss is out here looking like an off-brand Steelers team, but I gotta admit, they have one of the most sneaky, explosive offensive schemes, not only in their conference, but in the country. Trying to take advantage of this offensive lineman up front and getting to that backfield. They're double teaming me as they go to read option once again. QB1 is going nowhere though. Trying to come in hot off that edge. If they don't double team me, you can tell these boys not only watch film, but they studied it down to a T. But I'm trying to get active, having a performance like that last week and then now struggling because they're putting everything in place to keep me out of their backfield. But now they go with an empty gun look, and y'all know I love this. I went at the line, get back into their quarterback. I get a hit on him. As a matter of fact, he stood up through it. I don't know how he did that. I put everything into that hit. And how could I forget we're playing the son of an absolute legend, Frank Gore Jr. himself, but he gets flatlined here. I just completely flattened the son of an absolute legend. Trying to get back here again, now deliver that same pain to their quarterback. I get a hit in, it's kind of late. Surprised I didn't throw a flag on that one. And just like the quarterback I faced a few weeks ago, this QB1 has an insanely quick release. He can get that ball off in the nick of time, and that's going to be a problem for me as I'm trying to take him out. But I'm not going to count myself out today. I'm attacking full-fledged, bringing the heat. They double team me here once again. And like I said, one of these sneaky explosive teams, bro, that QB1 is going crazy. I thought in this first half both teams were going to go scoreless, but after they pick up a field goal and we pick up the touchdown, that just seems to not be the case. And with us having a 4-point lead, I wouldn't have any doubt that Southern Miss is going to try to do everything they can to air it out and put some points up on the board before we go into the second half. And as they go with the hurry up out of the gun, Frank Gore Jr. is lined up, offset in the back. He picks me up just late. I thought I had a free shot at their QB. Trying to attack the outside just a little bit. They continue to double team me all game. I get free here, getting the sack. Let's go. He thought he was going to get free and go crazy, get loose forever. Nah, my boy, I'm getting back here. I know this offensive line is tired as I swoop in and get sack number 2, back-to-back consecutive sacks for your boy. And just when I thought that first half was going to be an absolute struggle, coming through in the clutch with 2 of them things, now getting a TFL, that QB1 is feeling all my pressure today. I'm on fire right now. They stopped with all the double teams, and now I'm getting that one-on-one matchup I've been looking for all game. Almost getting underneath here, but the guys, we're going crazy up front. Got them boys was up off the field. Offense went down and had some success. Now it's time to try to put this game away and deliver more pressure. Hitting this quarterback a little bit late, no flag, and we get away with it once again. Frank Gore Jr. is lined up a little bit offset. I'm somewhat expecting a screen. It's not that. As a matter of fact, a wide receiver screen at that. See, my instincts, they don't lie. Empty gun look. Another sack here would be phenomenal, especially for our defense here on 1st and 10. But they go with a QB design run. He has enough speed to break through the line and pick up some yards. Southern Miss is going to kick off the 4th quarter in our territory. Now only a 4-point game here in the 4th, and now he's taking off. That's that boy Frank Gore Jr. getting busy. They've been handing that ball off a lot more. When they try to go to the passing game, they know that's giving me too much time to get back here as I completely spin my way into the backfield once again, forcing this QB1 to take off. Got me lined up wide, but I'm being sent on the blitz. I like this look. Coming off that edge, I get chop blocked. Sadly, he delivers a dime into the end zone. Southern Miss now with the 3-point lead. We got to make something happen here. Getting double teamed. They got so much protection back here for that boy, but he fumbles, and you know your boy's going to scoop that up big time. We stepped up, made the play. Let's go. And I'm kind of upset, to be honest, that offense didn't score with that prime field positioning that we provided, but nonetheless, we do pick up the 3 points. It's now a tie game. Going with the hurry up offensive line to stack with protection. A lot of guys in the backfield. Also with their running back, their RB1 in the backfield, coming away with a pick, turnover. Let's go. Coming through in the clutch, I'm telling you, the rain is on our side, bro. That's 2 big turnovers back to back as I'm trying to get back here to their QB1. He has a lot of time to get rid of this ball. They have to throw it though. And man, this game is just taking a turn for the better on our part. Now we got to get back here. It's my time to deliver this pressure and make something happen to put us in the best position to put this game to rest. QB's 1 lined up in the gun. They got a guy coming in motion. We in the straight attack mode, shedding this block, getting through here, almost getting the sack. He gets hit and still delivers a dime, but he drops the ball. Good play. Let's go. And just like that, Southern Miss has had a miracle play launched down here at our front door. I attack the running back. Their QB1 keeps the ball. They delivered an absolute dime up the field, setting them up with this kind of field positioning. Now trying to get into the backfield, but they secure a touchdown. This is going to be a tie game. Now we're here in overtime trying to make something happen, bro. I cannot believe they had that miracle drive right there towards the end of that quarter. At this point, I'm just trying to do everything that I possibly can, bro. I've struggled, missed a lot of opportunities, had some sacks right there in my hands and just couldn't come through as they almost pick up the touchdown. But in the end, we ended up coming out here, securing the touchdown. They got a field goal. We put up 6. This game is over. Southern Miss gave us a run for our money for sure. Flip our records and you got 1-7 Rice in there in our crib. This might not be a good day for these boys as we attack off the rip, almost securing the tackle here, just getting out that block a little bit late. Let's see who's going to be the weakness, the tackle or the guard. Who am I going to attack all day long to have success? And so far it's that tackle on the outside. And old boy felt like he gave no effort to stop me. I completely manhandled that young man getting into the backfield, but they do make a catch here, picking up an easy first down. Trying to attack and come off the edge, delivering straight power and pure effort, getting another big tackle on their running back. I think as I head into my sophomore season though, getting bigger, stronger, faster, and get my technique down is always going to be a huge goal and focus. But I think I really want to master my craft, get my technique down, and overall learn how to dominate every single matchup week in and week out. But trust me, that's no easy task when you're going up against this college competition. Like I've always said, that leap from high school to college was a huge difference. But now I've been able to dominate no matter what. And I have a chance to be a part of a team that's going to completely rewrite history here at North Texas, delivering them probably one of the best records and the best seasons they've ever had. Only rushing 3 like we always do, trying to get in the backfield once again. A big TFL going crazy to start this one off. Empty gun look, so you know what that means. I might get double teamed, but I got a chance to get back here and get a sack on this QB as I'm trying to fight for my life, and my guy almost comes away with a pick. But I think with the numbers I've been able to put up so far this season, the name Orlando Murphy Jr. is going to go down in history as one of the greatest freshman seasons for a defensive player ever. But trying to finish out my freshman campaign extremely strong. I won at least 15 picks this season. I'm so close to achieving that goal. This quarterback, he's about to get sacked for sure. That empty gun that I love so much, trying to take off on the edge here, not trying to get the inside, spinning to the out, and I don't get there in time. He has all the time in the world to deliver a dime. Running backs lined up directly behind his QB, dropping back into coverage actually as we get a stop in the backfield for -1. Sliding in a bit, trying to attack their guard and get into this interior of this offensive line as I pick up a tackle on corner RB. My guys tasked with the running back, now going with the speed option as we break free, getting back here, completely blowing this play up. No hope for him. And you see how we peeped the run, but we actually sent more guys than we usually do. We blew that play up before it even had a chance to get started. Now getting free, almost getting that sack. That quarterback took off in a heartbeat. A low scoring game here in the fourth quarter, which it always seems to be on a week-to-week basis. Now with their running back trying to take off, picking up a tackle before he picks up the easy first down. Not gonna lie, this has probably been the toughest matchup I've had all season. Been struggling to get here to their quarterback as I almost secured the sack once again. I'm just late. And if they're not gonna throw the flag, I'm gonna just say it, bro. They're holding straight up and down. But now on 4th and 15, they decide to go with a run, and that does not work out in their favor. Now with another chance, but a whole bunch of field to march down, taking the snap here on 1st and 10, pretty much double teamed, almost getting the sack, forced him to throw it away. They can't go for the field goal. They're gonna have to go down here and score with so much field to march, though I don't think it's gonna be possible if we don't give up the big play that we're notorious for giving up in the fourth quarter. Empty gun, they got 5 receivers split wide. They want to take a deep shot and put some points on the board and just kill some of this field. They go with the quick screen, getting rid of that ball. He seen me coming a mile away. I'm trying to get loose and get into that backfield. They continue to go with the hurry up as I toss his offensive lineman, put my shoulder in his chest once again. Not a late hit, but he does get the ball off. They're marching their way down, picking up play after play, picking up a first down and stopping the clock. Now getting hit as he launches this ball. My guys in coverage, dropping the easy go-ahead game-winning pick. And here we go with that trips formation. I don't trust it whatsoever. Clock is running 22 seconds. I'm almost picking up a sack, but we get one better, getting a negative 1-yard reception. 4th and 7, they're going with the hurry up again. This is it right here. We got to get back into the quarterback. He's delivering a dime underneath his turnover on downs. We're going to walk out of here with the W. Big time win. The guys came through in the clutch. My defense, we stepped up. This might be a sneak peek at the conference championship. We got undefeated, number 12 ranked UTEP at the crib this week. It's going to be a big game. And who would have thought a conference USA team would be ranked within the top 25, let alone the top 15? That's actually pretty crazy. A really solid offensive attack and a really good defense. This will not be an easy win by no stretch of the imagination, but they're trying to establish that run game and we're locking it down. And honestly, I think they fail to realize that's been our strong suit all season. We've been able to attack the run game and just go crazy and shut that down no problem. But at the same time, we have been really solid on the back end. Our defense as a whole has just been incredible all season. I can't recall the last time we've given up more than 2 or 3 touchdowns. Trying to get in this backfield, they've been going to the shotgun pretty much every single play, every single possession. Got 2 guys in the backfield trying to pick up this tackle. I get it a little bit late. Once again, with 3 receivers split wide on the other side of the field, coming hot off that edge, they go with the read option. QB keeps it. He doesn't really go anywhere. Every 3rd down is crucial, trying to get these boys off the field. Once again, we've done such a good job at it so far this game. They deliver a dime, is unsuccessful. We do it again. Running back's a little bit offset in the backfield. I'm expecting a handoff up the middle, and that's exactly what it is. Trying to come off that edge again, delivering straight pressure. I'm actually going pretty crazy right now. Got a free shot at the quarterback. He gets this ball off in the nick of time. They got me split out here on the blitz. I can stand straight up and fire off that edge. I'm still getting picked up by this receiver, and they pick up a touchdown. Can they make something happen with a lot of field to drive down, only 1 timeout? Let's see if we can get a sack here. We're going to have the opportunity as he's trying to take off. And before I step back on the field coming out of halftime, coach let me know that I now hold a new school record for the most sacks in a single season for a player here in North Texas. And if I already wasn't motivated enough, that just added more fuel to the fire, knowing that I'm now in the history books as a freshman. I'm still trying to get busy and go as crazy as I possibly can. And I'm trying to fire off that edge, get into that backfield and deliver punishment to the running back, the quarterback. It doesn't matter who it is, trying to fight my way forward. Quarterback's taking off, picking up a first. He's sliding down. 2 backs in the backfield. One of them boys bent over gas, but he's picking up an easy first down. We hold UTEP to only a field goal, but I feel like it's only a matter of time if our offense doesn't pick up the pace that they go down and put up another score and actually take this lead. 3rd and extremely long. We can get these boys off of the field, put the ball back into the hands of our offense, trying to get free. We almost get the sack. Launching this one downfield is an incompletion. And now here in the fourth quarter, we really got to get busy. This is the time where we usually step up. We got to make it happen once again in the face of their QB1, not able to achieve that sack. I'm trying to get the best over this tackle and even this guard at times. I win here, but I'm immediately picked up by another one of their guys. They're all over me today. Even at my size, it's almost like I completely forgot that I have way more speed than your average DN. I can come around the edge and fly straight into your backfield, almost picking up a sack here. That's a great evasion from their quarterback. At this point, I'm coming off wide off that edge, getting to their quarterback, completely killing and shutting down this option. There was nowhere to get rid of that ball. And I think that's the key for me. Come wide off the edge, beat him with a little step on the outside, get back in and I can get back here and make a sack on anybody. But also with this pressure delivering straight to the backfield, we get an interception. And even after putting the ball into the hands of our offense multiple times here in the fourth quarter, we still cannot deliver and just come through with any kind of points. There's only so much we can do as a defense. I'm coming through trying to get sacks. We're actually getting one here. My teammate came in flying off the edge. But I guess all we can do is hope and hopefully put some points up on the board defensively. We haven't done that in a little while, even though we continue to deliver the most amount of pressure that we possibly can. But now here in overtime, we actually do have the upper hand as our offense went down and produced some points. Now throwing this into the back of the end zone. This game is over. A pick to seal the deal. We may have just beat the top team in the conference, but it doesn't get any easier. 7-3 UTSA. These boys are some dogs, and they've been balling this season. Now trying to attack that edge. I'm trying to use that little 1-2 step. I'm almost trying to Euro step my way into the backfield at times. They go it like a triple option, get the pitch, picking up the first down. I come through with the hit. Can't sleep on these boys though, man. I'm telling you, they got a speedy backfield. Now going with multiple backs. I get a nice spin off, and they don't complete that pass. Trips bunch over here. Hopefully I don't get caught up in none of that nonsense. Trying to fight my way off. Coming through, getting the sack with one arm. At least I thought I had a sack. They actually credited my boy with that, even though I was the one that took him down. He put in all the work though, but a pick six here from my dog, bro. My DB is going crazy. 3rd and 2, they go with the empty gun. You know what that means. No protection in that backfield. I went over here at the line. I can get into this backfield and get the sack on old boy. He's taking off, and look at that. Look at him go. That speed is crazy. UTSA wastes no time, and they go and score in the first quarter. Now getting into the backfield. Me and my guys all over this one. Pretty much damn near standing up off the edge, coming in hot with a nice TFL. He actually sheds this tackle, and he's pretty much a skinny scat back. I don't know how he muscled through that tackle. No running back protection in the backfield. Empty gun look. He's got a guy coming in motion. He's taking off, and I don't have enough speed to get around that edge, but we do close in and get the tackle. Let's go. Empty gun look. 4 receiver split wide on that side of the field. Straight shot at him. He gets this ball off somehow, some way to his tight end. I'm coming deep up off that edge, and I got a head start, coming in hot with a nice sack. I'm gonna get the best of them. I'm telling you, they're gonna keep sleeping. They're gonna keep slacking on me, and I'm gonna continue to come in and dominate. We get back there once again. This time around, a strip sack at that. We scoop, and we're trying to take off. After closing out that first half the best way possible, getting the ball out of their hands, killing their chance of putting anything on the board, we're coming into the second half with the same mentality. Not gonna lie, we need a huge play. We desperately need to get these boys off the field. They're making a big push to go down and score and take this lead. As their QB takes off, he has nowhere to go. That empty gun look, once again, I'm standing straight up trying to come hot up off that edge, and I'm right there in the face of the quarterback. He turns, seen me, and got rid of that ball immediately. And even though they're loaded up like crazy, this is a golden opportunity to get a TFL and maybe even a safety, as we almost secured that right here on this first play of this drive. Got these boys literally pinned back into their own end zone. A tackle here, a sack, anything for a loss would be great. I almost get into the backfield just in time. This is what I like to see. 3rd and 11, I'm coming off the edge. I'm pretty sure I'm about to get double teamed. Hopefully not. I spin off. He does get it off, and they do pick up the first down. They got that trips formation on the other side of the field. Tight ends coming in motion. He's right here. Hopefully he's not blocking, which he is not. But the running back, he's back into protection, and QB1 is taking off. They go with the empty gun with that trips. They've been running with that formation so much today. Coming in, almost getting a sack. He's throwing this one straight out of bounds. I may not be getting a bunch of sacks today, but I know by the end of this game going into next week, their QB1 is going to be bruised, battered, and beaten the way I've been coming through laying them late hits. 3rd and 11 and getting these boys off the field here can be major. 2 backs in the backfield coming straight in, getting tripped up, and they do connect to pick up another first down. They've been trying to run the ball as much as possible and kill some clock, but now having to throw it, trying to get in here, spinning off, dipping this one off short, they're going to have to get up off the field. But with just under a minute and a half left here in the fourth quarter, we have a chance to put this game away, and so do they. Trying to attack the interior of this offensive line and see if I can get the better, coming off a little bit wide, almost getting another sack, and that ball is almost picked off. And if we manage to hold them to a 4th down attempt, I'm pretty sure they're going to stay on the field and try to go for it. But now this time around, going with it, another screen. I was right there on it, almost picking that ball off. It was possible. The entire time I was getting blocked, I'm reading that play like, bro, I see the screen literally coming right at me. Now trying to get in the backfield once again as they complete for another first down. 40-something seconds left on the clock. They have a little bit of time, but they ain't got nothing going here on this play as I come through with a huge sack, and they're going with the hurry up immediately. And what could possibly be their last chance to make something happen. 4th and 7, clock is running. They have no timeouts. I'm almost getting in here for the sack, throwing it off his back foot. This ball is batted down. This game is over. Final game of the regular season, and it's against one of the teams we're pretty much lined up and scheduled to beat, trying to get in here and make an impact early. Believe it or not, we're sending 5 guys rushing, which is something we don't usually do, and I love when we apply that pressure. They got a loaded backfield. I mean, there's so many guys back here, and we put a stop to this one quick. Trying to hit this tackle with a little 2-step, get inside and get in there and make a sack on this quarterback. He evades me completely, launching this one upfield, but it's going to result in an interception. Getting after the quarterback early here, and it's really showing, bro. He's throwing picks. He's doing all of these things off his back foot. We going crazy, but if we can get a TFL here or a safety, that'll be great. 3rd and 4 with a chance to get these boys off the field. If we can get a nice TFL here, even a sack for the most part, that'll be great. Once again, throwing it off his back foot, resulting in another pick, bro. We're applying straight pressure today. And tack on the pick 6 at that. My dog took it all the way to the crib with my help on a nice block on the outside. We put up 6 points as a defense. But that's how you do it. We're going crazy off the rip. Now they know they need extra protection in that backfield. They got a tight end offset, and they got the running back there. I can see exactly why they're 2-9. We're getting into that backfield, no problem, with literally no issues whatsoever. They got the running back blocking, the linemen, all. They doing everything they possibly can to stop us. If I got to come wide out that edge to get that sack, I will. Trying to get back here. Actually, before I can get the TFL, one of my dogs already in the backfield. Going absolute crazy, trying to see if we can get back here once again, getting double teamed up front, launching this one to the outside. They do not pick up the first down. We're up 10 points. They got 3 receivers split wide. You better believe they're trying to work their way and get into the end zone before the half comes to an end, but he's throwing his 3rd pick of the first half. And crazy enough, he pretty much had a clean pocket through and through. He just threw that thing right to my guy who was in perfect position to make that play. Now spinning off this lineman, getting back here for the big time sack. Now they starting to make a little weight. Now they starting to push down the field just a little bit, making some plays and just connecting. Now the quarterback's trying to take off once again, getting sacked for a -8 yards. We're applying pressure. They're going with the hurry up. Once again, going with the hurry up. I'm trying to take a different angle, get back here. We're going to get another sack, bro. We going crazy, feasting on their offensive line and their QB1. Defensively, I think we've had a lot of great games this season, but what we're able to do today is just otherworldly, bro. We're putting so much pressure on their quarterback, applying so much, just going crazy. He can't even get the ball off in time to do anything. And you can already see that they know that the game is going to get out of hand on 4th and 1. I know it's only 1 yard, but they're going for it. They barely pick it up. Looking to get back here and infiltrate that backfield once again, like we have pretty much all day. Shedding his block, almost getting back to 4th, bro. That's his 4th pick of the game. I'm telling you, applying that pressure is putting our defense in a great position right now. They put up a touchdown, but we go put up one as well. Now still with the 10-point lead, getting back here, getting a big tackle on their quarterback for a TFL. Tackles for loss, sacks, quarterback pressures. I have to be number 1 today. A bunch of guys on the team has gotten a bunch of sacks. Now spinning off this one guy, getting in here, securing my 2nd sack of this game. And this is the last game of this season. If we can go into next year with this same defensive pressure up front, but also secure things on the offensive side, we're going to be elite. Trying to get back here and deliver another, bro. If they continue to throw the ball, which they pretty much have to with us being in the 4th quarter, I'm going to get back here. They got 2 guys set up the block with the running back in the backfield as well. They better figure something out if they want to score. Even if they do, they're not going to have enough time. I believe our offense can run out some clock, but now trying to get back here and deliver more pressure, getting there just a second late, almost throwing another pick on this game. But even though we've been able to stop them for the most part defensively, this game is not over. If they manage to score and our offense can't kill any clock, they can go down and do it again. And I got to say, that's one thing that I have kind of disliked about our season. Even though defensively we've shut a lot of teams down, even a lot of good teams within and outside the conference, offensively we can't produce, and that just puts us in a bad situation week in and week out. So God forbid we run into a team that can actually go crazy and put some points on our defense, which I think happened once or twice this season. That's going to put us in a very tough situation. But now trying to get back here and get these boys off the field on 3rd and 10 with another sack for the guys. And they know this is end all be all. 4th and 18. He's going to definitely try to throw this ball, getting off the block, getting back here for another sack on the day. Defensively, we've been just going absolutely bananas, bro. Let's go. And how about having multiple guys on the squad with 2 to 3 or more sacks? Just an absolute, just dominant performance defensively. Offense did the bare minimum, but boy, we got it done. And how about today, the final game of the regular season, 7 tackles, 6 of those were for loss, and 3 major big time nasty sacks. How does 6-6 UAB make it into the conference championship over 10-2 UTEP? I have literally no idea whatsoever. But nonetheless, not an easy game by no stretch of the imagination. But you better believe we finna come out here and dominate this inferior team, trying to get into the backfield, taking an early leap at this running back. He picks up 7, trying to come off the edge and set the tone. Their offensive line is a little bit better than the one we faced last week. They were literally just pathetic. I think last week in total as a defense, we came up with damn near 10 sacks on the day. Now trying to get my first here with a late hit. And I'm gonna do what I can to try to invade this backfield as much as possible. Now going with this trip bunch formation, getting in here, getting a tackle on their RB1. Offense chewed up a bunch of clock to go down and score, but nonetheless they went and did the deed, picking up 7 points. We now have a 7-point lead as I'm trying to track this receiver down all the way up the field. We getting active though, going with another trips formation here, getting underneath, trying to get back there. We get hands on him a little bit late. He's throwing dimes even under duress. And I hate it when we face these quick trigger quarterbacks, a guy who can get rid of the ball in the nick of time, and he just so happened to be one of those trying to get here in the backfield once again. I just cannot be successful. But don't count me out just yet. You better believe that second half I'm coming after him, and here in the first half, getting that sack I've been trying to the last 2 quarters. And as much as I hate to take such a low hit, I gotta do what I gotta do, secure them stats and go crazy. Now going with the speed option, that doesn't work out in their favor whatsoever. Empty gun look, they need to score before the half to put themselves and keep them in this game and at least tie it up. Getting back here, almost securing a second sack. He gets it off in a nick of time, but he does fumble and we recover. We're about to head into the fourth quarter now with a 2-score lead. We didn't secure that field goal, so that is something to be worried about a bit, but we're getting into this backfield for a nice tackle. 1 sack on the day. I'm definitely trying to secure another, knowing they have to put the ball in the air if they want a chance. It's third and extremely long 15. I'm getting blocked into oblivion here, and he's almost throwing a pick. I sit out one play, and one of my guys ends up coming away with an interception, putting offense in great field positioning, and they pick up a touchdown. That's how you do it. And then we come right back on the next possession with another interception. And this game was pretty much over before it begun. 6 tackles, 3 for loss, a sack. Pretty solid day for me, but defensively and offensively just dominant. And even as a freshman, the Chuck Bednarik Award is going home with me. Balled out, did my thing. One of, if not the best defensive player in all of the country. And add another award to the total. The Bronco Nagurski is going home with your boy. I did my thing. Definitely well deserved. And arguably for me, the most important of them all, the Vince Lombardi Award is going to go home with me as well. Make that 3 for 3 on all the ones I kind of set my sights on coming into the year. An Orange Bowl as a freshman here at North Texas, I got to say I didn't see that coming whatsoever. But it's against one of the better teams in the country, the number 4 ranked team at that. And I have to say, this season is more than a success. We've done everything we set out to do and some, but now getting bullied by their offensive line. Empty gun look for the second time. Already here in the first quarter, they're trying to air that ball out and get some things going, but now trying to apply some pressure on their quarterback. He has great blocking back there in the backfield. And so far, these some big boys out here. I'm not gonna lie, this is probably the best O-line I've faced all season aside from UTEP. I can't get back there to save my life, even though the game just started. Also getting blocked here, but still picking up a nice TFL. And I think it's safe to say off this season alone, not only am I the best freshman or the best defensive end, but the number 1 defensive lineman in all of college football, absolutely being dominant all year. But I gotta say, me being great this season isn't all on me. I gotta give credit to my upperclassmen on this team, my coaching staff. I mean, everybody's allowed me to soak up the game and overall just get better as the season went. But to shift the focus back on this game, one of the most difficult offenses we're gonna face, them being super high powered, and for our offense, their defense is gonna be an insane challenge. And as I say that, here in the second half, we now hold a 7-point lead, showing a lot of promise. Offense is stepping up, and defensively, we ain't giving up too much. We're playing a lot better than expected. Now trying to fire off that edge and get my first sack of the game. This offensive line has been holding me to pretty much nothing all day. Trying to get back here as he's throwing a dime up the field. One of my guys were completely out of place. But this drive, Notre Dame has been pretty much flawless, marching their way all the way down the field, getting over here. I'm trying to get back and get this sack. He's throwing the dime, getting hit as he throws, and it's off the mark. And that's all I got to do, get back to applying that pressure like I always do. They got a guy coming in motion through the backfield, lined up, split a little bit wide. They go with a handoff, and of course, I'm here for the tackle. But here on 3rd and 11, can we keep these boys out of the end zone? I'm dropping back in coverage. It's definitely going to be a pass, trying to make sure nothing goes right here for them. And they throw this ball right my way, but it's going straight into the turf. We get these boys off the field holding to just 3. They don't pick up the field goal, but on this next drive, they're right back at it, making a strong push towards our end zone. Now trying to finesse my way, getting into the back. I'm getting blocked into like a different world. He's launching this one off his back foot, making a crazy completion. I know I'm finna get double teamed. I can feel it in my soul, and that's exactly what's happening. They're trying to bulldoze me out the way completely to clear the way for their RB1. They got 4 receivers split wide back in the backfield. They go with the read option, quarterbacks in the keep. I come through, secure the tackle. Should have been a forced fumble. I tried my absolute best to draw that ball loose. I wasn't successful, but I definitely felt that thing start to slip out of his hands as I pick up another tackle here. Got them boys off the field, holding them to literally no points once again, now in the backfield over and over again with another major TFL. And just like that, an Orange Bowl victory has been achieved against the number 4 team in the country. We send these boys back home with their heads hanging low. And shout out to my quarterback who did his job today and some, putting up some really good stats, but overall just doing his job and making sure we walk out of here victorious, and that's exactly what happens. And as for my freshman season stats, I walked away with just about every major award you can win as a defensive player, but then you tack on the fact that I had a record-breaking number of 23 sacks on the year. And after having an unpredictable but very successful freshman year, I think going into next season, we could be a sleeper to get into the college football playoff, and I promise you, you don't want to miss that.